Hey, what's up, everybody? Back for another craft beer review here on this beautiful evening on Memorial Weekend. Jamming out to some Pink Floyd, one of my all-time favorite bands. Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. Off the Wall album. Great album. Great song. Tonight, I got something a little different than I usually drink. That is Solstice from Three Threes Brewery in Hamilton. It's a cold IPA. Um, so, and I'm not a brewer. I'm just a craft beer drinker and beer fanatic. So not that I know the true definition like a head brewer would, but I believe a cold IPA is just, an IPA that's kind of fermented at a lower temperature, a cooler temperature than you would most ales. So a lot of times brewers will use like a lager yeast when ferment or when they brew these beers, or like a maybe a lager and ale yeast combination. A lot of times with the cold IPAs, what you get is a crisper, cleaner IPA, similar like a lager. A lot of times it's very crushable. So let's give it a shot. This is Solstice Cold IPA from Three Threes Brewery in Hamilton. Great people over there, by the way. Shout out to the Gellers, Mike and his brother and the crew down there. And, their sales rep. They're awesome people over there. So big shout out and cheers to Three Threes Brewery. Always putting out great stuff. Check them out. Yeah, I mean, and that's good. That's just what you think. It's clean, it's crisp, almost Pilsner-esque somewhat, but it is an IPA. Would kind of seem more like a West Coast style IPA in taste, as opposed to like the New Englands that are, cloudy and, softer. Little Mellencamp, Hurt So Good, great song. So yeah, not that I'm giving a beer lesson, but if anybody watches my videos ever, I don't know if anybody does, but and you're kind of new in the game, a cold IPA is just, an IPA kind of fermented at a cooler temp, using a lager yeast or a combination of lager and ale yeast. And, just, makes for a clean, crisp IPA, kind of crushable a lot of times. As opposed to a New England that's hazy and, murky and heavy, but they're still good too. And this one's good. This hangs out about, I think about 5.3%, so it is crushable. Cold IPA, not to be mistaken with an IPL though. I don't want to dive into all the differences between an IPL and a cold IPA. I mean, I think they're similar, but not the same thing. But that's the fun of beer, learning different stuff and, all kind of nuances. So, and this is one of them. So shout out to the crew over at Three Threes and enjoy a cold IPA if you run into one. They're pretty good. And this one's no different. That's a good beer. Happy Memorial Weekend. Thanks to everybody in the military for their service. And, stay safe and drink what you love. See you next time. Cheers.